Okay, so today we are going to be assembling the bottom part of the squared around. We've already done a collar with a 1/4-inch flange. We know how to build caps. Here is the stage we're at here. Okay, and now we're going to do the base of it. So we just got the blanks from the plasma table. Okay, as you can see, there's a big notch on this side and a little notch on this side. We're going to put the L drive or the standing seam on this side, and this will also, on this up and down part, will be the female Pittsburgh. And this is our male side of the Pittsburgh, all right? So we're gonna come over here to this Pittsburgh machine. When we feed it in, due to the length of the Pittsburgh seam, because it's so small, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it up against the guide and use our fingers on the back of the metal here and hold it and pinch so the length doesn't change. Because once it eats it in, it's gonna wanna twist from your hands. So we're gonna keep it nice and tight and feed it in slowly. Engage it up there, my finger's on the bottom. We're gonna go real slow until it grabs it and hang on to it. Okay? There's our Pittsburgh seam. Then we go to the finger break. The larger side, not the smaller side, is where our L drive is gonna be. So we shove it in all the way flush, just like a normal L drive, to the first ledge. Set down vise 1 and 2. Now 90 degrees. Okay. We're going to open up vise 1 and 2. We're going to flip it over all the way up. Okay. Vise 1 and 2. Now we're going to bend it all the way over. So this is our stage now, and all we gotta do is now smash this down. So I'm just gonna flip it over, put it up against the fingers here, and then let's put the first vise down, and the second one. Okay, so now we have the standing L drive, or the standing seam on there, with the Pittsburgh on one side. Now we can bend the 1/4 inch up. Now on this finger break, there's a notch right here. You see the notch? That notch is what we're going to use to put in the L drive. So, because we got to go on this side, we got to bend the 1/4 inch side up with the female Pittsburgh. So it'll allow us to bend that without damaging our L drive. So we're going to put that on that middle mark for a 1/4 inch bend. Okay. That's good. 90 degrees. Okay, so now we have our 1/4 inch bend, right? Our Pittsburgh seam, and this one's facing up, and the Pittsburgh is facing up. Now we can bend it 90 degrees. Okay. So same thing. You got a little mark indicator right here, and you can kind of see where the little stress point's at right there. So we're gonna put that on this side of the finger break. We're going to use that notch right at that seam, okay? And then we'll set that vise down 90 degrees. Okay, so now we have 1/2 of our can boot we need. So we have just one side. So we're going to do that again, and then we'll assemble it. Okay, so my glorious assistant has built one, and I have built the other. We're gonna go ahead and assemble them. So, we got the Pittsburgh seam, match it up with the male Pittsburgh seam. And on this side. What I do is I kind of even just open it up with your thumb a little bit, or even a screwdriver, if it's not very open, which this one's fine. And then we're gonna go ahead and put them together, okay? All the way in, and we wanna keep it level right here. Okay, so we keep it nice and level, and then we're gonna just tap her in. So, get your hammer, and then we're just gonna use a little bit of it. Once you've seen about a 1/4 inch or so on that lip, you should be good to go ahead and pound that over. So now, one trick too. If the Pittsburgh seam doesn't come in, if you put your screwdriver all the way to the edge and then tap on the screwdriver, it'll go in all the way. And that will do it without damaging the actual side and the face of the duct. So now we're seamed all the way over. Okay. Bring that up a bit. Okay. Now we're going to flip over and do it again. Okay. So same thing. Make sure it's nice and open for us. Put in the male, keeping this side flush. Okay. So we're here. Okay. I'm going to give it a little bit of tab. Use our screwdriver to help put it in there without damaging the sides. A good way to inspect it is just to look right there to make sure that that 1/4 inch is all the way flush. Now we'll bend it over. Okay. So now we're assembled. Now we can inspect, make sure it looks clean and level. All right, we'll flip it over. And now we'll put our cap with the standing seam or the L drive on there. Now these are pretty well smashed, so I'm gonna get my screwdriver and I'm just gonna pry it open a little bit, especially on the corners. That's gonna be the most difficult spot, and that's where you wanna start all your seams at. So get in the corner. And I'm just pushing and wiggling, push and wiggle. And I just want to open them up just a little bit. Okay. One more. Okay, so now we're open. So we'll start at one corner. We'll start this corner right here, and we're just gonna slide those in together. Got those in, and then we're just gonna push itself in. It'll all should like to fall right into place. Hopefully. Okay, so we're in on that. Okay. So we're in over here. We're just gonna keep maneuvering it and persuading it to get into place. That fell in. And then we're going to keep pushing it in. Maybe. So now we're in. Now we can use a button punch to seam these. We can go to the spot welder and connect these, but this would be considered a complete square round box, ready to be delivered. 20 by 20 to a 14-inch round.